Hey everyone, sticking with the Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, I like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when you go live, tap the bell. Go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. So, if you are here, if you're just joining us, say what up. How's it going? Good morning. S&P's up 13, Dow's up 101, NASDAQ up 19. We got gold up 9, volatility / VX futures, VIX futures up 12 cents. Gonna have probably, I don't know if it's gonna be that exciting, honestly. It might be kind of lame. It might be kind of lame, you know? So, what's going on? What's going on, Rodney, White, Jeff, Derek? Actually, I actually brewed myself an espresso, Derek. I got an espresso. Manchild, Christopher, Joshua, Jay Harvin, Jose, Cody, Mohammed, Nick Johnson, Keith Whittington. Oh yeah, when it comes to coffee, I'm fancy. But other than that, nah, just a normal guy. So today, now let's be mindful of what's going on today. So today we had retail sales down. They were expected to have 1%. They came in at 0.6%. So 0.6%, that is 0.6%. So expectation was 1 full percent, came in just over 0.5% at 0.6%. Retail sales came out this morning. Disappointing, but market's still holding on here. Now, later today, we're going to have the Federal Reserve announcement regarding the interest rate. Now, they said just a couple weeks ago that we weren't expected to see any interest rates change. That's what created that rally. We rallied right up and then we dropped like a rock. And here we are today. So they're not expected to change rates for a few years, but who knows? We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But Jay Powell's going to have his press conference at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. At 2 p.m. Eastern time, they're going to make their announcement, and Jay Powell's going to come out, big guns slinging, talking about whatever he's going to be talking about today. But it'll probably be chill. If there's any Fed day to not worry about, it's probably this one. This is probably the one they're going to rip you a new one. So for me, I'm probably gonna kind of sit back, see what's going on, see what it's gonna do. I got to take some profits from Amazon. Hopefully, looks like Tesla's falling a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Jeff Harmon, welcome from Michigan. Future Habits, let's go. If you guys could do me the favor, hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. It's Wednesday. We're getting through it, and of course, it wouldn't be a day without some Boeing news. So I actually made a $5 profit on my spread that I had, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna cut this. I'm just gonna cut this and get out of here. So what was it? Yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago. I had a spread on Boeing. It did run yesterday up to 168, so it would have definitely been better. When it came up here to like 163, 164, I cut it because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. But yesterday, Boeing did run up to 168, but we're having a BA gap down today. I think you just can't go long Boeing, obviously. So House committee reported detailed multiple missteps by Boeing and the FAA in the development and approval of the 737 MAX. The 238-page report outlined design flaws and immense pressure on employees amid competition from rival Airbus. The lawmakers found the FAA failed to protect the traveling public. I mean, this is this is real bad. Then this is the FAA. So forget Boeing for a second. The FAA failed to protect the traveling public in part because of excessive delegation of certification to work on Boeing. So, the results of the investigation were released as regulators are getting closer to recertifying the planes. Bro, you got the FAA in on the deal. People were getting paid. They're like, yo, bro, just, if a few hundred people die or even a few thousand, it's going to be okay. Just get the approval going because we're losing billions here in the stock market. Let's go. Our company valuation's going to the toilet. Let's get things going. Let's grease some hands and let's go. So, yeah. I'm from Boeing, I guess this is something that you can expect, but like with the FAA, man, that is bad. Like what? The FAA is there to protect the people, and they're not protecting the people. It says they were a horrific culmination of a series of faulty technical assumptions by Boeing's engineers, a lack of transparency on the part of Boeing's management, and grossly insufficient oversight by the FAA. Man, they just laying in. Man, that is bad. The lawmakers and staff said they received 600,000 pages of records from Boeing, the FAA, airlines, and others, forced investigation, conducted interviews with 24 employees and regulators, and considered comments from whistleblowers who reached out to the committee. So I think that things are not going to be looking good for Boeing for a minute now. I don't know how much lower it has to go. It's gonna go lower, but it does look like it's getting a little bit more bearish, and maybe another drop to like the 120 area. But we'll see. Market's kind of holding it at like the 160 range. Something is always wrong with Boeing. Just, hey, Samir, what's going on? So just to let you know, be careful. Fed letting it ride. I guess 2020 is like a weekend in Vegas. You don't remember much, but everyone said you had fun. I don't know if anyone's really having that much fun in 2020, man. To be honest, yeah. Ride Along made $18 profit for Nvidia as well. Nice. So let's see what's going on. You had FedEx earnings last night. FedEx ripped. So FedEx, they reported a bigger than expected quarterly profit, which is good. Average daily package volume for FedEx Ground, which handles e-commerce deliveries for retailers like Walmart, jumped 31%. Crazy. 31% jump in deliveries volume. It's pretty crazy. So obviously they're up to COVID, increased online shopping. I mean, it's crazy to think that like Target and Walmart sales are up like 186% for like online sales. You know what I mean? But here we are. People weren't really sure what it was going to do. I mean, I wasn't sure what FedEx was going to do because I thought it was kind of priced in, but the market's going to do what's going to do. It popped up to 255. Consolidated for a couple of days. Just was chilling at basically 235, and then we ramped up. Adobe also did really well yesterday. Adobe, where are they at? So FedEx, kind of the play for FedEx would be either. I mean, I don't know how much higher it's going to go, especially if the market's not going to cooperate. But I mean, there may be a small fade here. A gap and fade. We'll see. Adobe also had good earnings. They're only up $10 though. The expected move for Adobe was $32, and it only moved 10. So that's it's inside the range. So I don't think Adobe. I mean, Adobe still looks good right in here, especially gapping up above 500. I mean, it could run a little bit more. I think Adobe could run a little bit more, but we'll see. FedEx. What was the expected range on FedEx? Right now it's up about $30, $29. Yeah, the expected move was $18, so it went beyond the expected move. So people, they underpriced FedEx and overpriced Adobe. Go figure. Yo, Ariana, what's going on? What's going on? What's up with Apple? There's seen some uncertainty. Yeah, so I took profits from Apple in the morning, and yesterday morning, that is. And for some reason, I got the idea. He's like, you know what? Everybody is in on this trade. Why don't you go in on it too? And I'm like, that doesn't usually end well, but here we are. I'm down $150 on my 115 call, and we're kind of going a little bit lower here. It's not looking good. So we'll see. Right now, I took a lot of profits yesterday, so my risk is rather low going into today. But yeah, Apple, people are not sure about what the thing is though. So it's below the 10-day moving average, but it's above the 50-day moving average. This is still relatively bullish. You have the 200-day coming up, the 50-day coming up, not breaking below. This Apple, obviously, it looks a lot better than Microsoft. Looking at Microsoft is below the 10-day and the 50-day moving average, but it is gapping up to 210. So Microsoft did increase their dividend yesterday by about 5 cents. So they're gapping up to right in here 210, but is still below the 50-day and still below the 10-day. So Microsoft looks a lot more bearish than Apple. Just in my opinion, of course. In my opinion. NKL is doing worse than a one league in a bucket. Yeah, NKLA, like Boeing, it's under investigation. 30, it does seem to like this 30 support. Right now it's at 30.45. It does like this area. If this thing breaks here, if it breaks 30, sky is falling. Yeah, Snow IPO today. Snowflake. Artie, 2 questions. What's the best days to sell calls and what's the best days to buy calls? It depends on the price action. You can look up what days are like majority of the time red, what days are majority of the time green. But at the end of the day, don't let that dictate your view of the market. The market's going to do whatever it wants to do whenever it wants to do it. The market's going to come for you. And Kelly, the new looking coffee. Elon put out a hit on NKI. Yeah, looks like Tesla though. Tesla's coming down itself. Yo, Red Dust, what's going on? If you guys could do me the favor, hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. Tesla coming down to the 440 range. It's still higher than it was, a couple of days ago, but it's coming back down to this 435, 440 range right now. Will Tesla fall? Will Tesla fall today? Hard to say. It's down about $10, $11 from where it closed. It had a decent sized sell-off yesterday, but I think it was just some people taking profits, got a little carried away at the close, and then it dropped back down, So on Amazon, I have a credit put spread right now on Amazon. So I will show you what kind of the plan is on Amazon. I was liking this like 3,100 support. I made some money. I sold the credit put spread down in here. I sold this gap up. I put another credit put spread on here. I didn't sell the gap up because I thought it was going to go higher, and then it did, and I didn't take profits, and then it came back down. So this morning, I am going to take profits on Amazon right now. This is I am short. I'll show it to you right here. I'm short the 3130, long the 3125s. I got 3 of them. I think the risk was like 750 or something like that. 750. So currently, this position's up. So I don't think it's up that much. I think maybe it'd be up maybe 300. I think this is a bad mark. So I think Amazon. I'm gonna take that off at open. So I'm actually just gonna put an order in right now for that. We'll just put an order in, see what happens. How about that? Maybe it get filled. We'll try to put an order in, just kind of see if it gets filled there. So I'll put an order in before the market opens. CW, what's going on? Billy, what's going on, man? I got a 750% on an NKL I put after a short seller report. Yeah, I should have got in on that. I've been staying disciplined. I've been staying away from NKLA because I feel like it's a face ripper. I mean, obviously you can make a lot of money, but it is what it is. Tesla calls Angelo. I mean, we're kind of trying to figure that out. Is Tesla going to have a red day or not? We got to wait for some price action. Facebook, Johnny, I did not talk about Facebook. Now, Facebook, I mean, it's not a good look for call holders right now. Where is it? Where is the Facebook news? Where is the Facebook news? Trying to pull it up here. 1 second. Where's the news? Why doesn't anyone have the news about Facebook? Like no one's talking about it. Like, yeah, Facebook boycott already over 1 day. No, they're having some sort of antitrust. Oh, here it is. Okay, man, I don't know why people are bearing this. Okay, Facebook, after report of potential for FTC antitrust lawsuit this year. So the Wall Street Journal said that the FTC is considered filing the suit by the end of the year based on unnamed sources. Based on antitrust, Journal reported that Mark Zuckerberg has testified to FTC staff in the investigation, which the Journal noted could still end without charges, as the 5-member commission has to vote on the filing lawsuit. Facebook has admitted in filings with the SEC that it is under investigation by the FTC and the Justice Department for potential antitrust charges. So there it is. Found it. So they're going to have a potential FTC lawsuit, and this thing, I mean, it fell $10. I mean, it was bad. That was bad. It's not doing well right now. You know, right at the worst time too, because right when it was starting to recover, they drop it. They drop it hard. Now, will people buy it? Maybe. We'll see. Tesla has gone from the most volatile stock to the most stable. I don't know about the most stable, but just because it goes up doesn't mean it's like the most stable. Tesla will still eat you alive if you don't know how to trade it. I mean, it's a wild stock, you know. Yeah, and then you got the battery day. So September 22nd battery day is coming in. So Facebook, but going back to Facebook, you know, it came down to 263. And sorry, for a second I thought the market opened. You know, this is definitely bounce territory, but I think it could hit 260, which is, there's some support here. So we'll see what happens. Comes down to 260, touch the 50-day. See what's going on. Facebook 260 posts have decent volume. Agreed, Hank. Good morning, Daniel Salyers. Do you ever use stink bids on Friday? Odd times when the market is weak, people see options at any price. I mean, calls. I'm not sure what that means. Kodak had good news from people that they hired. I don't know. Kodak. Are you guys still trading Kodak? I thought it died. Wow, Kodak. Wow, $6 up to $9. Man, I bet it fades though. What do you guys think? We got a fade? I mean, definitely pumping up. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Yeah, I agree. Don't do it. Don't do it. I think there's better trades out there right now, you know? So Snow, I don't think anything loaded about that yet. I mean, obviously, this is debuting at like 120, I think. They said it's going to IPO at 110, 120. So Snow, yeah, nothing's loaded about it yet, but Snow's going to IPO today. So we'll see how it happens. How do you manage your risk while swinging options? Like, I know not to wager more than I can afford, but at the same time, I'd rather not lose the whole value of the option. So for kind of risk management, you got to have some scalability when swinging options. So going into different. Oh man, they just took SPY. Was it? Oh, is that a bad mark? Okay, whew, that's close. That's close. You know, you kind of have to scale out and be in different expirations. So if you're swinging options, maybe I'm swinging stuff in October, then I'm swinging stuff in November, and swinging stuff out in December. So you kind of have to scale it out a little bit. Like if you swing options all for this week expiration, you have a high probability of not doing well. You know, you have a high probability of going to zero. But if you're swinging options that have multiple, you can manage them a lot better in terms of your risk. At what point do they open up options? You know, it depends on how much demand there is for the stock. Like RKT, I think it took like a week. You know, when Snapchat IPO'd, it was 2 weeks. They have in their filings, they have a date in there. Have you ever done the wheel? I have. Just kind of rinse and repeat the wheel. Yeah, so probably like Sleeping Elephant said, probably like a two week time span. You know, it depends on if there's a lot of demand and stuff, but I'm thinking for Snow, there's gonna be a lot of demand. So that it'll be an interesting stock to try to learn and understand. Thinking of RKT, I mean, that thing has just been a pig. It just can't get up. I mean, it's still definitely above IPO price, which is good. But I mean, this thing just it is stuck. I mean, it does look like it wants to push up, but really hard to say. Do you think it's viable on divvy stocks like KO, or should it be more like volatile stuff like NIO? I mean, when you're trying to sell premium, you know, obviously you want more premium. I mean, you can do it on KO, but you're going to get a lot smaller credit. I mean, it depends on what your risk level is, like what you're comfortable in doing. You know what I mean? Yo, Jason, what's going on? Target and CRM, BAC. Yeah, the banks. I got out of JP Morgan earlier this week. Banks are, you know, they're having a rough go here. I mean, that thing, Bank of America just fell all the way off. The banks had a rough day yesterday, but still just kind of riding the 50-day, kind of pinging back and forth. So, you know, depending on what happens with the Fed today, might get time to go long some banks, but I'm not looking to, because I kind of got burned on JP Morgan last week, and JP Morgan again. I mean, up in this area, if you're looking at JP Morgan, up in this like the 103 area is the flush zone. So buy at 100, sell at 103, rinse and repeat is kind of what is happening there, because the same thing again, topped out 103, felt like a rock. Big 10 news for DKNG. Yeah, DKNG, I made some money in there yesterday, but it didn't really go anywhere. Hit a high $50. So I sold this pop in the morning. Good thing I did. But it looks like it's going to be popping up above 50. You know, right now for DKNG, you know, kind of the sky's the limit. Broke out above resistance, kind of chilling. So we'll see if it consolidates up here to make another leg up, or if it's going to come back under 45. I hope it doesn't. If it comes back under 45, I'll buy some more. So yeah, let's talk about mRNA puts. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can. Right now it's at 67 still ground. Let's see if it can test the 50-day here, Hank. You know, looks like it's got some positive momentum here after getting cut in half. It's looking to make a push higher. You guys are active today. If you have enough to sell puts in a wheel, strategy isn't better capital just used to buy 100 stocks in a momentum play? I don't think so. I think it's better to. I mean, if you're looking for a low risk, low management strategy, sell the put for credit, and if you get assigned shares, then you'll be long 100 shares on it. If you get assigned shares, and then you get to keep the credit. So you get to keep the credit, and if it's a stock you believe in, it'll go up, and you can sell those 100 shares. So you'll make a little bit more money. Yeah, SPY is, not looking good. Not looking good. Maybe I should I'm going to change my order a little bit on Amazon. I don't think it's going to get filled at $1.50. I think we'll try to get filled at $1.60. We'll try that out. Because it looks like stocks kind of want to flush a little bit right before open. Nasdaq actually turned red, so Nasdaq's down 5 now. So we're relatively flat. We're not like concerned about it, but couldn't get filled on TLT. On Tasty yesterday, I don't know what was the error that you got. Yeah, TLT is holding right here, so. I don't know if it's going to break out or not. It's like we're on the fence too. Everything. It seems like everything in the market right now is like, okay, let's just chill. We don't know if we want to go up or down, which is creating this like very choppy trade. How can you tell what options will be worth at open? So it's based on your deltas. So if you have a delta of 50 and it gaps up $10, you're probably going to be good to the fifth, up $500 to $500 to $600 on that option, stuff like that. Target, yeah, let's look at Target. Who brought that up? David Marcus, Target, right before open here. Target's been slowly grinding up. They had amazing earnings, but obviously they were fading. The question was this gap going to get filled? Looking like it was, but then it pivoted hard at 145. So looks like it's going to try to make another run at all-time highs. CRM, same thing, but this time it is building a base around 240. Had amazing earnings, building the base at 240. Looks like it's turning around to like the 260 area from here. So. Would you ever do a breakdown on your long stock portfolio? Johnny, absolutely. This is. We'll see what it does here. Market's gonna open in just a couple seconds here. Everything's kind of flat right now. They're like, I don't know which direction we want to go. But Microsoft pushing up higher. Oh man, they immediately filled me on Amazon. Like the market opened and that order got instantly filled. Instantly. I don't know. We'll see if that was a good idea or not. I made $270. But that order literally was instantly filled. Oh, man. All right, I'm not going to complain about making... I don't know. Snowflake, I don't think... Is it going to come out a little bit later today? Like an hour, 2 hours after open? Usually these stocks don't open right at open. They sometimes it's like 10 a.m. Eastern time. So we'll see what happens. Right now, nothing's loading on it. When you day trade, do you day trade spreads or naked options? Nick Johnson, really depends on what the market is trying to give me, And Apple. Well, I guess I'm glad I got filled on Amazon, but it's just how it literally, like looking at the timestamp on this, so I made $270 on this spread. Max profit was $750. I mean, look, at 8:30 a.m., there's no seconds on it. I mean, it got filled exactly at open. I got on Amazon. I mean, I'm not going to complain. This is a pretty good easy trade. But I got a 240 credit, and I bought it back for $1.50. The one I did earlier this week, again, I got a 240 credit, but I bought it back for $1.81. I made 177. So, I'm up over $500 this week just on some easy Amazon credit put spreads. But yeah, I was like, this got instantly filled. I wonder what this is going for. I was selling the 3130s and then bought the 3125. Yeah, this is it's saying I got it filled for $1.50. It's going for like $1.60. I guess not too bad. I'm glad I got rid of it though, because I was trying to get rid of it yesterday at open and was having a hard time. That's why I wanted to put a fill. But someone scooped that up, so it's kind of hard to say what these are going for. But somebody scooped those right up, right at open. So I mean, I'm grateful, and I don't have to worry about it. But when you get the instant fill, you're like, bro, did I just rip myself off? Are these going for? Anyways. Well, it's all good. Kodak is halted. See what happens. Apple's kind of flickering between red and green right now. Like it's like not sure. It's going red, it's going green. Tesla is trying to hang on there. Guess Trevor's buying more NKLA stock. I think you're right. NKLA. Yeah, NKLA's, like I said, it likes the 30. It likes the 30. Maybe sell a 30 put. Might be good. Man, Microsoft's getting hammered. Whew. Just dropped hard. What's Facebook doing this morning? Facebook getting pumped. Of course. Facebook's getting pumped. Microsoft's getting dropped. Go figure. Clorox. CLX. I mean, man, this thing tumbled. I mean, now that it broke the 50 days, riding the 10-day down. I mean, I think any pumps are going to get dropped, maybe down to the 200 range here. I mean, what happened last earnings? What happened last earnings? Did they say something like demand is going to be less going in the future, or what did they say? I don't really follow Clorox that much, so I'm not really sure. How was their guidance? That would probably explain how the stock is doing right now. Trevor Milton only bought 43,000 shares. He needed to pay for his house, $34 million house. Hope you get burned. Milton, feel bad for investors. Oh man. Yeah. Yikes. What's going on with Spot? Let's take a look. Spotify. I don't really ever trade Spotify, but again, this one is looking super, super bearish. This could pivot at any time, but this is very dangerous. This is very dangerous in here. Could easily drop to 200, 180 right here. Might be. I don't know how much these puts are going for on the monthlies. That's the thing. That's the thing about Spotify. There's like not a lot of volume, especially on the monthlies. I mean, this is 30 days out. These should be trading a little higher. Everyone just trades the weeklies? No. No one's even trading the weeklies on these. There's only 40 volume right now. Open interest is in the hundreds. Not good. Yeah, I think if you're trading, there's probably, this does look like a slam dunk. I am interested in it. Maybe sell a credit call spread on this. Maybe that's what I'll do. Sell a credit call spread. Man, why is Microsoft getting pummeled? Literally. Microsoft just can't catch a break, bro. That's what I mean. Try to test that. Microsoft tried to test that 50-day and got smacked down. If you own NKLA, my suggestion, hedge with puts. Yeah, I do not currently own NKLA, and I feel like the people that do is getting less and less. NKLA. This. However, if it can hold 30 here, I think that's pretty interesting to me. sell some credit put spreads in there. I mean, this premium is rather rich. I mean, 240%. Sell a credit put spread right here at support 30. I mean, that sounds good to me, man. DKNG. Oh man, nice. I'm glad it broke through. I'm glad it broke through 50 here. It was having a hard time around 49. Sometimes selling it in the money call is better hedge than puts. Workhorse. See what we're doing in Zoom. Zoom's running. Man, Zoom is running. What's up? Yeah, that people are getting here. The trend is back. Had a sell off after earnings, riding it back up. We're back in. Zoom is back in. Now DocuSign, I don't think you can say the same. DocuSign is dead. It's dead. Came right all the way back down to 200. So if you're thinking about trading Zoom or DocuSign and you only want to trade one, not investment advice, but pick Zoom. Pick Zoom. Workhorse. Yeah, what time is the Snow IPO going to happen? Yeah, good thing Amazon. I mean, a good thing at this time. I think that Amazon fill worked out in my favor. Let's see, Snow IPO. What time is it going to? I don't see a time here for when Snow is going to come out. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, midday, 11 a.m. All right, so we got some time. We got some time. So we got the Fed happening today. Obviously, you got Snow IPO. Made a little bit of money on Amazon. Workhorse is pumping. Man, Workhorse should have sold some puts down in the 16 area. What were we thinking? I guess for a stock that's like this, you're kind of like, okay, we don't know what's going to happen with it. You know, is this going to fade up? I mean, but it had a nice solid month of consolidation here between 16 and 18. You know, it was nice. Where my Apple Bulls at? I have an Apple call. Well, I'm not particularly bullish. I think it'll pump though. I think Apple will pump. I think that, why didn't they announce an iPhone? I mean, why didn't they announce the iPhone? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why didn't they do that? Like, they messed themselves up. I mean, I knew that the iPhone wasn't going to be announced, but beforehand, why? I know they were delaying it, and everyone knew they were delaying it. But that's the thing. That's their moneymaker. If we go into Apple, come on. Okay, look at this. Okay, iPhone, 42%. This iPhone is the biggest chunk of their revenue right in here. iPhone, 42%, and then services. Instead, they stuck with the iPad, which the iPad's only 6.2% of their revenue, and Apple Watch is 14%, and Apple Watch is kind of combined with TV and stuff. I mean, yeah, they did do well. They did do well with their services, Apple One bundle, but I mean, this is what we needed, but obviously they're not doing it for shareholders. They're doing what's right for the company, which is good. At the end of the day, like, shareholders will be like, hey, Tim Cook, that's not, as option traders are like, we're dead. And Tim Cook's like, screw you. Instead, we got no iPhone. All we got was, some fitness Apple Watch. I hear this is going to be a nice, a once in a decade iPhone, so it may be needed in its own day. So are you saying we should buy calls for December then? Because that they're going to want to pump that out before they're going to want to push that out before Christmas. So I guess you could start looking at kind of the order flow for later this year or in January. But you want to be, obviously you want to be a little bit careful with that, because if we do get a major sell-off here again, then that position is going to be screwed. But yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone knows. I mean, maybe that's why they're taking their time with it. Maybe it's going to be revolutionary. I don't know. Can you look at DPHC Sunlight? Let's do it. Man, Apple's looking like trash. DPHC. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is, I would say it's got a very 50-50 chance of going up or down. Like, I don't typically trade charts like this because, it ripped up. Probability of it ripping down is pretty high. However, I mean, probability of it ripping up is good too, and premiums probably, there's no options on it. So, I would advise caution. Obviously, if you want to YOLO some of your money, do what you need to do. But obviously, this is not investing advice for entertainment purposes only. So, YOLO away. Okay, so everything's relatively flat. Tesla's down $8, down almost 2%. Apple down 49 cents. We do have Square moving up to the 159. So Derek, I hope you got out of that. Get a little gap up, took your profits, because this thing is looking dicey. Alibaba had a really nice recovery, actually. Pretty impressed. For the long term, yeah. If you don't care when to take it out, then you have a lot of flexibility there. And that's the thing. Like, people that were like, "Oh, I can't believe Tesla stock is down and Apple stock is down after the split." Like, if you're holding for the long term, who cares what the stock price is tomorrow or today? I mean, yeah, it sucks to see. Like, if you're holding stocks for the long term, don't even have them in your same account as your trading account. Like, open another account with another brokerage, kind of like a savings account. Stack your shares, throw the key away, don't look at it. Leave it alone. Yeah, Mark is looking a little dicey here. But I don't think we might just be chopping all day before the Fed, Yeah, Matt, exactly. Fidelity for my Roth and Tasty for options. Like, a lot of people get messed up because if you're staring at your stock portfolio all the time, you're gonna second guess yourself and you're gonna get upset. Snow showed up on Robinhood. Let's see, Snow show up yet here? Nope. I'll check. Snow is listed on Tastyworks, but obviously there is no. So Snow does pull up, unlike Thinkorswim. Snow pulls up. Oh, Snow pulls up. Snow pulls up as a company on Thinkorswim too. It's called Snowflake Inc. I guess we're just waiting for some data. Waiting for data. Wow, Amazon's getting flushed. Hey, that order was a blessing now. That order I got filled at $1.50 was a blessing. Oh my gosh. Whew. Can't believe it worked. Somebody picked that up. I mean, it looks like Apple's trying to revisit yesterday's lows around the 114, 113.50, but man, Amazon got flushed. Tesla's holding though. Tesla's holding strong. Snow listed as suspended on Webull. Yeah, the shares are not ready yet. So Jason Kennedy, BLNK. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it around 6 here. I think that it needs to consolidate. I mean, it had a massive run up, and now it's kind of consolidating in here, but I think it could consolidate in here and have another push higher. Tesla might be posting higher low here. Matt, I agree with you. On the 15-minute chart, kind of chilling. Let's see here. Let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute. Yeah, it's looking... they're pinning it pretty hard. They're like, you're going nowhere. We're going to pin you. Yeah, I think today we're going to be seeing some choppiness. So it may not be a great day trading day, you know? I think we're going to see some choppiness here. Let's see NVIDIA. What's going on with NVIDIA? Yeah, every time it's been hitting this 530 area and been dropping. So buy zone 500 for 490. Yeah, see 520 dropped. And then they had the news pumping them up. Yeah, it's kind of weird that Tesla looks like it's the safest stock in right now, but it's the one that's already dropped pretty hard. You know, Amazon actually gapped up and sold all the way off. Now, it's just coming back down to yesterday's support, which is 3140 area. Yesterday, Amazon had a pretty inside day, as you can see after the morning spike. It made a low and then kind of just was inside all day, just pinging back and forth, 10 points. Yeah, Nike is on fire right now. Nike, I was looking at their stock the other day, and I'm like, man, I cannot believe this consolidation around 100, and then they had a major breakout. I mean, what's going on? What's going on? Anyone have any inside news on what's going on with Nike? Like, what's going on? Like, why is their stock just pumping? And just out of the blue in August 4th, it just started pumping. Because I don't even, I mean, did they get an upgrade? Nike price targets going up, so they got some upgrades. But what is the company doing? I don't really follow Nike. Huge volume in calls. Sports started back. I don't know, Chathan. I don't know. Like, I don't understand why it would just randomly pump in August. I mean, maybe. We all know how Dick's went. People probably buying a lot of Nike at Dick's. Maybe people spending their stimulus checks. I don't think anybody who got a stimulus check honestly still has that check, bro. Like, you think anybody that got their stimulus check from, what was it, like April or March still has it? I highly doubt it. Man, Amazon getting crushed. Apple's getting crushed. Microsoft is getting crushed. It's looking like a bad time today. Looking like a rough. Walmart plus Catalyst, not happening. Walmart chilling, 137 right now. We need some news, Walmart. I mean, this is not going well. I'm in October expiration, but it's just painful. Uber and Lyft are pumping right here. Lyft looks a little bit better, but I would trust. I like Uber stock a little bit better. Yeah, that Amazon barely got out of that. Whew. See, Facebook. So Facebook pumps. So they're flagging right now. Could make another push higher, but the market is looking dicey today, guys. So I mean, definitely be careful. I mean, we know the market's dicey on Fed Day, and today's going to be Fed Day. Powell's going to be coming out in the afternoon, so might be good. Take the morning off, relax, see what's going on. Come back a little bit later. Yeah, DKNG. Nick Johnson's pumping. It's getting stopped out here, but the stocks right now are getting axed pretty hard. Banks are holding though. Goldman Sachs is making some moves. Goldman Sachs pumping off that 198 low yesterday. Bank of America looks a little bit bullish right in here. Looks like it could squeeze to the upside, and JP Morgan could squeeze to the upside as well. But I don't know if I really want to trade the banks ahead of a Fed announcement. I don't know. So yeah, Nike had some upgrades, but Nike's showing digital progress apparently. All right. Yeah, but why did Nike start pumping in August? Like on August 4th, why did it start pumping out of consolidation? Was it just a technical move, or was there a catalyst? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, looking like we're just going to get some chop. I mean, I don't want to get my face ripped off, but there does look like some good setups with the banks here. It really does. It does look like there's some good long setups for the banks, like JP Morgan. Goldman Sachs is already moving. Bank of America, JP Morgan and Bank of America do look like some good long setups in here, but I'm probably not going to trade it. Time to short Beyond. Let's take a look. Man, Beyond's up another $7 today. I sold this at $135 and it's still pumping. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I sold it. When did I sell? It was like last. Yeah, I sold it right in here. And then I missed this pump. It came all the way down. So yeah, around the 155 area, I would definitely be cautious in here. But this Shanghai news is really sticking. Shorted Beyond yesterday. Yo man, I'm sorry. RIP, bro. You're having some. You're trying to play. I get what you were looking at. You're probably trying to play this fade here, and then you got to pump in the morning. But you can kind of see that every morning it's been pumping. You were hoping for a drop like this, but right now the Bulls are on the side. Would explain why FL is going up. Yeah. Foot Locker's going up. Qs are going down. But looking like Tesla's starting to show some life here, pumping up 445. Some interesting movements. Microsoft's looking like trash. Apple's still stuck. Yeah, we're gonna bottom out here. I mean, we gapped up and faded. We came down to yesterday on SPY, and now. Shorts laid in. Now they're going to get ripped to noon, or are we just going to have choppiness all day? What do you guys think? Are we going to be choppy all day? I feel like we are. Possible bull trap. I don't know. It's. I mean, the charts, like the Qs, are still bullish. You know. SPY is still bullish. Tesla's still bullish. Zoom came back down to 412, but I mean the 1 year still bullish here. Wonder if we're gonna dip down to the 400. If we could dip down to 400 on Zoom, I maybe try to reload there. Yo, Daniel Boyd, I'm trying to find one, but the market is choppy, man. The market is not being kind, and Fed Day is definitely in full effect. But we've been choppy for like 2 weeks, you know, with the upside and the downside. I mean, obviously we've been going lower, but intraday has just been super, super choppy. And this pump gave it all up, and now it's pumping again on Zoom. You know, Tesla out the gate, choppy. Now it's making a move higher. Amazon, that thing dropped like a rock, and now it's trying to make a move higher. So what do you want, Mr. Market? Stopped out on Tesla due to IV crush and sideways move. Oh man, Matt, you set stop limits on option pricing. It's dangerous, man. Dangerous. But I mean, we kind of have a mixed market right now. Netflix, I mean, that was pumped yesterday, is a little bit on the red side right now. It's only down 63 cents. It's not a big deal. I mean, this went from 470 up to 500, so it had a really nice run right in here. So if Netflix could dip down a little bit, might be a play in there. Got to do it small count, then get back in tight stop and re-enter. Okay. I'm with it. Staying disciplined. But the way that option pricing move is definitely difficult when you're set stop losses on actual option pricing, because then you can accidentally get stopped out pretty frequently, you know? Plus, if you're trading on Tastyworks, that costs you, like on a small account, that's going to cost you money to re-enter another $1. I mean, not a big deal, but anytime I use a stop on Tesla, it gets filled. Yeah, Tesla's a wild one to use a stop loss on. You know, wild one. I work night, Jason, to get some sleep. Hopefully, my NKLA puts make some money. Thanks, bro. We'll definitely give you the thumbs up. Thanks, man. NKLA. All right, Tesla is moving back to the upside. Yeah, NKLA, I don't know. I like the 30 area, but with all the bad news, I mean, it could definitely push it lower. Had a nice pump, but we're having some choppiness. Tesla back in action, just pumped $8. That's nice. That's nice. Definitely would have been a nice day trade, long position, enter in 440, sell this little pump here. That would have been nice. Low slow mover, but in a strong uptrend. Agreed. Same with Home Depot. Home Depot moves pretty slow, but pretty strong uptrend. Lows, you know, same chart for the most part. Lows probably looks a little bit safer now that it's breaking up to all-time highs as well. So lows, you just got to be patient with it. I got DKNG on the dip. Yeah, I sold my DKNG call yesterday on that move up, but looking like DKNG is that play. DKNG just a full-on breakout now. Tesla's about to blow some minds today. Let's hope so, because I'm on the receiving side of Tesla going up. So if Tesla goes up, that is a win for me. Low is safer, more upside. Agreed, Matt. Yeah, Tesla is, you know, probably gapped down, shook some people out, and now it's ripping back up. They're stealing some shares today, guys. They're stealing some shares. You know, I'm gonna try to find a play in here, but I'm gonna wait. I like DKNG though. DKNG pumping nice. Shopify got the axe. I don't really trade Shopify, but I have it on my list. A lot of people do trade Shopify, and this thing is coming back all the way down to 900 again. Oof. You know what stock is doing well? You know what stock is doing well is McDonald's. McDonald's, you know, kind of like Lowe's, it's a slow mover, but it's consistently moving up. Also made all-time highs, new all-time highs yesterday. And this thing ran from 180 up to 223. And Starbucks, yeah, Starbucks is doing great too. Starbucks is ripping as well. Full-on pumpkin spice breakout. Yo, I tried the Travis Scott meal yesterday, bro, and I was actually impressed. I even dipped it in a little barbecue sauce he had to come with it and everything. Like, you know, I was like, I'll try it. I'll see what it's about. And it's actually pretty good. Now, I did buy it at like 10:45 in the morning, and maybe because I got like the first burger was like it was pretty fresh, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I gotta hop off here. Got some things to do today. I'll try to find some day trades. You guys all have a great day. Thanks for joining in with me. We'll see what happens with the Fed day. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.